Welcome to Art Basics, Sketching 102. In the last lesson, we focused on line control. Today, we are moving one step forward and starting with basics 2D shapes. This first part is all about three simple straight line shapes: squares, rectangles, and triangles. We are keeping everything flat and simple, because before we can draw complicated objects, we need to understand the basic shapes behind them. Almost everything you draw can be broken down into simple shapes. A house can start as a square and triangle, a book can start as a rectangle. Patterns, buildings, furniture, objects, and even characters all begin with simple forms. So today, the goal is not perfection. The goal is control, accuracy, and training your hand to understand shape. Let's start with the square. A square looks simple, but it's actually very good practice because all four sides should be equal and all four corners should feel balanced. Start by drawing a small square, then draw a slightly bigger one, then another one, and keep going from small to large. As you draw, try to keep the sides even. Don't rush the corners. The corners are important because they teach your hand where to stop and change direction. This exercise helps with line control, proportion, and basic shape accuracy. Now we are going to draw the same square again, but this time we will slowly rotate it. Start with normal square, then draw another square next to it, but turn it slightly. Then turn the next one a little more. Eventually, the square will look like a diamond shape. This exercise is useful because it teaches your eye that a shape can stay the same even when its position changes. A square does not always have to sit perfectly straight on the page. It can rotate, tilt, and still remain a square. Now, let's do the coin flip exercise with the square. Imagine the square is flipping like a coin. Start with a full square. Next to it, draw the same square but make it slightly narrower. Then make it even more narrow. Then almost flat, like a thin vertical line. After that, open it back on the other side. This is not full perspective yet. We are keeping it simple. But this exercise starts teaching your eye how flat shape changes when it turns. Now, let's move to rectangles. A rectangle is similar to square, but two sides are longer and two sides are shorter. Start by drawing a tall rectangle, then draw a wide rectangle, then draw a thin rectangle, then try a few different sizes. This exercise helps you understand proportion. A rectangle can be short, tall, wide, narrow, or stretched, but it still keeps the same basic idea. Opposite sides matching each other. Try to keep your line straight and your corners clean. Now, draw one big rectangle. Inside this rectangle, we are going to fill it with smaller rectangles. But there are no strict rules. Some can be long, some can be short, some can be tall, some can be tiny. Just keep dividing the space and filling it with rectangles. This exercise is great because it trains your eye to see space. You are learning how shapes can fit inside other shapes, how lines divide an area, and how small forms can create a bigger pattern. It does not need to be perfectly organized. Actually, the chaos is part of the exercise. We are not trying to make a perfect grid. We are practicing control, spacing, and shape awareness. Now, let's do the coin flip exercise again, but this time with a rectangle. Start with a full rectangle, then make it narrower. Then narrower again, then almost flat. Then open it back up on the other side. This helps you understand how the rectangle changes when it turns. Again, we are not studying perspective yet, but this is a simple way to prepare your eye for it later. Now we are going to practice triangles. Triangles are very important because they teach angle control. Start with a simple triangle, then draw a tall triangle, then wide triangle, then a narrow triangle, then try a few titled triangles. Unlike squares and rectangles, triangles are all about angles. So this exercise helps your hand practice direction, corners and balance. Try not to worry if they are not perfect, just keep practicing different shapes and sizes. Now we will create a simple triangle pattern. Draw triangles pointing up, then triangles pointing down, then triangles pointing left, then triangles pointing right. You can fill a small area of the page with these different directions. This exercise helps your hand get used to changing angles quickly. It also teaches your eye to recognize the same shape in different positions. Now, let's finish the triangle section with the coin flip exercise. Start with a full triangle, then draw it narrower, then even narrower, then almost flat against the center line. Then open it back up again. This one can feel a little tricky because triangles have sharp corners and angled sides. But that is exactly why it is useful. It trains your hand to control the angle while the shape changes. And that is part 1 of Art Basics Sketching 102 2D Shapes for Beginners. Today we practice 3 simple but very important shapes: squares, rectangles and triangles. These may look basic, but they are the foundation of drawing. Squares helps with balance and proportion. Rectangles help with spacing and structure. Triangles help with angles and direction. And the coin flip exercise helps us understand how shapes can change when they turn without jumping into full perspective yet. In the next part, we will move from straight line shapes to curved shapes, circles and ellipses. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next Art Basics lesson. Later.